Hey, what's going on, divers? Hey, it's time for more tank talk with Deadpool. We're going to talk about is, have you ever seen the inside of a scuba tank? If you haven't, stay tuned. You're going to see it. I even got my trusty dusty employee of the month right here to help. All right. What's your adventure? Okay, divers, so here's the deal. I've got two tanks I have to have hydrostatically tested. So I'm going to show you what that's all about. But first, I got to get them prepped. First thing I had to do was take off the tank boot so I could take a look at the tank on the outside, because they don't want any of that stuff on there. So you can see it's all done there. Next, I have to get this valve off. I'll just wrench it off real quick. I'll just use one hand. I'll probably just use 2 fingers. Ugh, just so strong. So that just kind of untwirls right there. Untwirls, I guess that's kind of technical. There I've got my tank valve. The stem, I got to make sure that's intact and tight. That's a whole other deal. I'm not doing the inspection. What we're going to do now is look at the inside of the tank. All right, so stand by. So here's the top of the tank. I'm just kind of standing it between my knees. I got a flashlight here. I'm going to try and get it down in here. It's not really working at all. Maybe I'll use the phone. At least I can get a close-up of the threads. You see those little tick marks in there? Those are casting marks when they or tool marks from where they put in the threads. Bottom line, there's not a whole lot to see. I'll take a better look at it. It should look like the inside of a Coke can, more or less. Maybe a little bit of aluminum oxide on the inside, but not that big of a deal. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take this over to Florida Fire Safety and set it up for some hydrostatic testing. All right, so stand by. More to follow. Here we are. We're going to try and get a better look inside the scuba tank. Let's try and focus the camera a little bit more. There we go. That's a great shot of the inside. See how it's kind of shiny like the inside of a Coke can? You might have a little bit of white residue on the inside called aluminum oxide. That's fine. As long as you don't see any bits and pieces floating around in there, and I'll invert this before I, as a part of my inspection, try and clean it all out. All right, that's the inside of a scuba tank.